guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be decluttering again, and we're going to be decluttering my bronzers and my face palettes. I figured combining these two together would just make more sense because I don't have much of either. So we're just going to combine two sections into one video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Lainey and welcome to my channel. Let's go ahead and get started. Hello guys, so I'm on my lunch break to go get... Alright, so we're going to start off with face palettes first. So first up I have the Real Her Ultimate Glow Getter Cheek Trio. And I'm only going through these because guys, I don't use face palettes anymore. I really don't. This is the inside of this one. I've had this for so long. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little palette to travel with. And that's the main reason why I keep it, is because there's everything in here that you need. So we're going to keep it. Next up, we have the Trend Beauty Unicorn Dust Highlighter Palette. And this one's really, really pretty. But it also has two shades in here that are deeper than my skin complexion. So I can really only use one of these, and it's just kind of a waste. That's why I really don't like face palettes, because like you have that one that suits you well, and then the other two are too dark or too light, you know, whatever. So I'm going to declutter this one. Next up, we got the Misco Beauty blush palette, and I actually don't remember if I've tried this. I might have, but I need to do this in a video, so I am going to keep it just for that video. And then we will see my reaction and how I feel about it. So we're going to keep this for now. Alright, next up we have the Ace Beauty Bronze in Paradise Bronzing Palette. I cannot talk. But this is the inside. I love this palette so much. I actually keep it because it's got so many options. Like, I use this one for contouring my nose. This one for my you know, doing all that. And then these two I use sometimes for eyeshadow shades. So there's options in this. So I am going to keep it because I love it so much. Next up, we have the Ace Beauty Blush in Paradise palette. And I like this one too. I would definitely use these three shades. This one I probably would not, maybe for an eyeshadow shade. But I actually have not ever used this. Like, there is not a swatch in here. So I'm going to keep this one to try it out in a video. Next up, we got the Makeup Revolution Soph X Highlighter Palette. And guys, I like this a lot. But like I said about a lot of face palettes, you have options that suit you, and then others do not work. Like, these three down here are too dark and too light for me. So I am going to declutter this. I do like this a lot, but I just don't reach for it. The next two and my last two are Benefit, and these are the like bigger palettes. So this is the Cheek Stars Reunion Tour palette, and this one has a mixture of everything that you need in here. It has a highlighter, two blushes, and two bronzers, and then the brush that comes with it. I need to decide which one I'm going to keep because I do have another one right behind it. So let's show the second one and then I'll decide. And then the second one that I have is the Cheek Parade, which I think this is an older one. But it has basically the same besides the highlighter. Like, it has three different blushes and two bronzers. And I'm trying to decide about these. I'm going to try to hold them up. Thought the brush was falling out. So this is the inside of both of them. And just by looking at these, I think I'm going to keep the Reunion Tour. Yeah. I don't know. Just because this one has everything and this one is missing the highlighter. So I'm going to declutter this one and keep this one. Alright, to go over the face palette declutter, I decluttered three. And I kept 5. So now we are going to be getting into my bronzers, and just by looking at all of these, I have no idea if I'm getting rid of any of these. So let's start. Alright, so first up I have the Benefit Hoola bronzer, and I'm thinking about it right now because I have it in the palette if I should keep this. Because I already have it, but it's in the palette. And I don't really even use this that much. So even though it breaks my heart, I think I'm going to declutter just because I have it in the palette. All right, next up we have the Physicians Formula Matte Muani, Monani, I don't know how to say that, butter bronzer. I actually prefer this over the original butter bronzer. It has a nicer fragrance to it. I think it smells a lot nicer than that one. And I actually like this better. The tone of it on my skin suits my skin tone a lot better, so I'm going to keep it. Next up, we have the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Cinnamon, and I actually use this for contouring my skin, and it's because of the shimmer in the product. I like how shimmery this is. I think it's supposed to be like a highlighter, but I use it for contouring, and it gives my face such a nice glow. I am going to be keeping this. Next up, I have a mini Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Instant Warmth Bronzer in the shade Caramel Cutie, and it's a mini. I think I just said that. The matchstick is also a mini, but I really enjoy this. Even though it doesn't look like I've used it, I have, and I love the shade on my skin, so I am going to keep it. Next up, we have my favorite contour stick of all time. This is the Wet n Wild Dual Ended Contour Stick. I actually need a new one because this one is about empty. But I love this so much. It has the contour stick on this side and then a little highlighter side on this side. I don't ever use the highlighter side, but I do use this side, and I love it. So I'm going to keep it, obviously. Next up, we have the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, and this is in the shade Honey Drip. And I've used this a couple times, and I actually really enjoy it. It's a nice little neutral bronze, I would say. And it looks really nice on my skin, really natural. So I'm going to keep it. Next up, we have the e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer in the shade Forever Sunkissed. And I have not used this hardly at all, I don't think. I can't remember. There is a little swatch in there, but nothing too special. So I don't remember if I like this or not. So I'm going to keep it to try it out in a video. Next up, we have the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. And this is in the shade 02 Sunny. I love this so much. But I feel like the e.l.f. one is very similar to it. And it has the same finish, same everything. Even though this one was cheaper. And this one has a fragrance where that one does not. I think I'm going to keep the e.l.f. one and declutter the Essence one. Next up, we have the NARS Matte Bronzer in the shade Velarta. And I am keeping this. This is so amazing. This is such a great bronzer, and I love the finish of it, and I love how it looks on my skin. It looks so light and natural. I'm going to keep this. Okay, so next up we have the Rimmel Natural Bronzer, and I just picked this up, like it still has the tape on it. So I need to try this out in a video coming up. So y'all stay tuned for that. I'm definitely keeping. And last but not least, we have the Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof Bronzer in Park Ave Princess. I love this. It is so beautiful. It has a nice little sheen to it, and looks really pretty on my skin. So I am keeping. We didn't do too great. I only got rid of 2 bronzers. I'm keeping 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Do too great, but I didn't have that much to start with, so yeah. Alright, you guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure and give it a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave. I hope you guys enjoyed a little declutter today, and I'll see you guys in the next one.